Yo, what it is, what it ain't. I'm your host, Talking Face, and this could be news. Like always, I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes, so please try to bear with me, people. And if you can, like and share the content and subscribe to our page. Tell all your friends about us. It is still only January in the new year of 2020, and there is already way too much news to cover. I'm not going to try to get to it all, but one thing I do want to say is, again, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gianna Bryant, and the other 9 passengers that was in the helicopter crash. And I was going to talk about MSNBC and the lady saying nakers or the N-word. I mean, you be the judge.
Which Lakers team he played on.
Yeah, it seems like he was just the kind of athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're going to go to Bill Rote.
Personally, I know for a fact that white people use the term. Not all white people, not all, but some do use the term. And a lot of them usually are comfortable around black people. Now, she's coming from a leftist news organization. If you do not believe this, then you do not watch MSNBC, and you do not understand the history of racism in this country that's kind of founded on the Democratic Party. But this kind of ties into my next story, featuring the news channel CNN and the great, quote-unquote, Don Lemon, worst journalist ever. That's not even an exaggeration. He was actually voted the worst journalist ever. When Trump first got in office, he vowed to go against the elitist, which he pretty much has been doing. Now, I know you believe, or you may believe, that the elitists are just rich people or Republicans. But in all actuality, that's not the elitist party. Elitists are usually the blue check marks on Twitter. These elitists include the media, leftist politicians, matter of fact, and some right-leaning politicians as well, celebrities, who majority have leftist-leaning ideas, and just all around people who believe that anybody who even thought about voting for Trump are stupid. If you don't believe me, then you might not remember this clip of Hillary Clinton calling pretty much half of the country terrible people, which led to her losing the election.
Political environment. You know, to just be grossly generalistic, you could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right?
After this loss, you would think that the left, Democrats, elitists, liberals, whatever you want to call them, would get an understanding of who actually pays attention to the politics and what's going on in their country. But they decide to practice insanity by continuously mocking those who love their country and respect their president. I mean, if you haven't seen it, check out this clip of Don Lemon and I forgot this other guy's name. But just check it out.
Obviously, it's false. And look, he also knows deep in his heart that Donald Trump couldn't find Ukraine on a map if you had the letter U and a picture of an actual physical crane next to it. He knows that this is, an administration defined by ignorance of the world. And so that's partly him playing to their base and playing to their audience, the credulous boomer Rube demo that backs Donald Trump, that wants to think that Donald Trump's a smart one and y'all elitists are dumb.
You elitists with your geography and your maps and your spelling, even though
your math and your reading.
Yeah, you're reading, your geography, knowing other countries, sipping your latte.
All those lines on the map.
Only them elitists know where Ukraine is. Sorry, I apologize.
But by the way, oh my God!
But you know what? But it was Rick's fault. I blame Rick.
Oh my God.
But in all honesty,
blame
you know what
Rick.
NPR should do?
Why not? Sorry, hold on. Wait.
Can I tell you
give me a second. Hold on. Sorry. No, it's good. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I found this a little insulting. 1, because I'm a black man. 2, because I'm from the South. And 3, because I'm American and I support the president. I can read, I could point out Ukraine on the map. I understand geography, math, science. But just because I support the president of the country that I live in, I'm supposedly stupid? It makes no sense. Then the sad thing about this whole situation is the reason why Hillary Clinton lost was because of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Now, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, brightest light bulb in the chandelier, but I understand and know for a fact that that's up north. Those 3 states are nowhere under the Bible Belt. So, yeah, y'all probably need to read the map more than I do. Don Lemon received a little backlash because of this whole situation. And he gave a sincere, genuine apology. Check it out.
And one final note that I have for you, because this is personally important to me to address this, okay? Ask anyone who knows me. They'll tell you. I don't believe in belittling people. Belittling anyone for who they are, for what they believe, or where they're from. During an interview on Saturday night, one of my guests said something that made me laugh. And while in the moment, I found that joke humorous. And I didn't catch everything that was said. Just to make this perfectly clear, I was laughing at the joke and not at any group of people.
Well, that was a weak apology. You pretty much washed your hands of all accountability, blaming it on humor and someone else who told a joke that you thought was funny and that you didn't hear the rest of it. You were giddy like a schoolgirl. And I've seen you like this before. And guess what? It was when someone on your show was belittling somebody.
Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. And we have this now, and now Donald Trump is going to use it and pervert it, and he's going to have somebody who can stand with him and take pictures. Just looking at Scott's.
Thank you so much.
Well, what the hell did you put me on the show for?
Well, I put you on the show to get you on to talk about your series. We talked for a long time, actually.
I know, but we talked for a long time off the camera.
The new show, Mike Tyson Mysteries, airs every Monday night at 10:30 p.m.
I want to talk about the former White House aide, Omarosa Manigault New.
It's Black History Month. We got to talk about Omarosa. All right. I'm just saying, look, it is Black History Month. Okay.
This is how they talk about our president.
Yeah, as if he's a joke. They're talking about him. It's the truth.
And if you don't have a guest on that's doing it, you're doing it yourself to the president. Because you have zero respect for the president, the people who voted for him, and frankly, I don't even think you have respect for yourself.
We're back, live from New Orleans. The kid that's like, I got that bubbly. I got that bubbly. I got that bubbly. I got that. I got that. I got that bubbly. You haven't seen that?
I don't know who that is.
All right, you'll see it. I'll send you the thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Hang on. Hang on. Tell them what you have to do first. We had to be in a sterile place.
Can we please not give him shots, by the way?
And then everything's pre-sterilized, ready to go. So we're good.
Okay, I'm cutting you off after this one. Should I cut him off?
Is this gonna hurt?
It's not gonna hurt me.
Did we kiss last year? I think we did. People were worried about the sexual tension between us. But
To tell the truth, I don't see how y'all watch CNN or Don Lemon. Well, never mind, y'all don't. They just show them in airports and gyms all across America. So that's the only reason why they have the viewers that they do have. But y'all see clips of him on social media and everything, and he's always saying some things negative about the president or something like that, and y'all agree with it. But if y'all actually watch his whole show, or just news media period, especially leftist news media like MSNBC, ABC, CNN, these people think that y'all are dummies. They really believe that the men and women who go to work, clock in, do 9 to 5s, are just cattle who should be taught what to think. And it's really, really distasteful and belittling to me as a human being that is able to comprehend the things that are going on in everyday politics. That's one of the main reasons why I said, you know what? I can't be a Democrat, because everything that they have done has been to my cultures and my people, my race, destruction. Honestly, they treat us like kids, and they handle us with kid gloves. It's just disrespectful, and I do not appreciate it. That whole, from the initial joke all the way to this apology, is ridiculous, and I'm insulted. I can't understand how anybody can actually say, you know what, maybe he was just being a little lucid with it. But whatever, I don't even care. I just know Don Lemon is the worst journalist ever, and CNN is trash. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think, Taco Face, you're tripping because he was just making jokes, or it was just jokes? Or do you actually see that maybe these people are trying to tell us what we should think and how we should lean just because of skin color or region? Either way, let me know. Yeah, I'll be easy. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end of the video. If you can, please like, share, subscribe to our page, For Your Family Studios with an S, and also tell your friends about us. And if you have the time, please go to our Facebook and Instagram pages as well. Same name, For Your Family Studios.